Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, or you find a way to lose. Took it to the stupid, didn't I? Hamzah Sheeraz versus Austin Williams, Emma Williams. Let me tell you something, man. I am excited about this bout. A lot of people don't know who these guys are. So let's try to, where am I going here? Let's try to introduce y'all to Mr. Austin Williams and Hamzah Sheeraz. And why I think y'all should be excited about this fight that's about to take place this weekend in Saudi Arabia on the 5v5 card out there with Turki Al-Shiki. Austin Williams, 16 wins, 11 KOs. He has a 68% KO ratio. They said stand at 5'11", this says 6 feet tall, but his reach is 78 inches. This man has a very long reach. And this is the thing about him. He can fight. Southpaw, clever. And again, when he gets in the ring, you know, he puts on the show. I saw Erickson Lubin didn't have anything nice to say about him, so I don't know what the story is there. But when you take a look at him and the opponents he's faced, their records are pretty much winning records. But the names, again, you don't really know much about the individuals that he's fought. Okay? Yeah, go ahead. You don't know much about the individuals he's fought. But he turned pro in 2019. He's enrolled in VADA, and that's what we want to see. Southpaw, 70-inch reach. That's a pretty big deal. Now, when you talk about Hamzah Sheeraz, this is where it gets interesting. You know, this is where it gets interesting while I'm pulling this up. Had them internet running slow, man. Must have a little molasses in his ass right now. Hamzah Sheeraz, man, 19 wins, 15 KOs. The man has a 78% KO ratio. He stands 6'3". Now, he's much taller. I was thinking that his reach advantage was much greater than Emma Williams, but it doesn't list his reach here. But I'm not so sure he has that significant of a reach advantage. He is 6'3", but you know, a 78-inch reach is pretty long, man. But maybe Sheeraz, if he's around 81 inches, 82 inches, which would be very long arms, but that's where I was thinking I was giving him an advantage. But when I look at it now, it seems like it could be pretty evenly matched, man. Turned pro in 2017, so I've been fighting just about 7 years. And when you look at the opponents who he's faced, this guy, Emma Williams, Austin Williams, is going to be probably his biggest fight. But he did fight Liam Williams, and he was able to get him out in the first round. And you can see he fought Dmitro Mitrofanoff and was able to get him out of there. River Wilson, but again, when you start looking at the names of the people he's fought, you really don't know who they are because most of his fights have been over there in the UK. I have always heard the argument that the fighters in the UK, it's not the best competition. When these guys come out the UK, if they can actually thrive, fighting American fighters or fighters outside the UK, that's when you really can tell if a fighter is special or not. But what I will say is when you look at Hamzah Sheeraz and Emma Williams, I mean, they're pretty evenly matched. And I just think from what I'm seeing, Hamzah Williams is a slick southpaw. And he's got that reach, man. And I like how he steps out to the side. When he throws his jab, brings the big left hand. He's got, you know, very impressive speed. He has just about everything that you want to see in a fighter who looks like they have a promising future. Now, this kind of breaks it down a little bit more when you start talking about Austin Emma Williams. You see here it says he's 5'11". He's 28 years old. It's my kids out there making noise. 16 wins, 11 by knockout. He's ranked number 10 by the ring, number 5 by the IBF, number 2 by the WBA, and number 5 by the WBC. And when you come down trying to understand his profile, trying to understand him, it tells you that what I found odd was his ring. Right, it said he just fought February 3rd, so he's active, and he's averaging about 7.4 rounds. So that lets you know that when he gets in the ring, it definitely more than likely not going to go the distance. Some potential opponents, well, we already know he's fighting Hamzah Sheeraz. They were looking like they were trying to make a fight with cash. But the bottom line is Williams, he's undefeated, stopping 3 of his last 5 opponents. That's a big deal. And his last fight he won against Armel Mbumba by knockout in the 7th round. So again, when you're talking about Ammo Williams, there's definitely something there. Now, conversely, when you start talking about, where is he at? Hamzah Sheeraz, right? Let's take a look at all Hamzah Sheeraz. Same thing we talked about here, man. His reach. Looks like his reach is 75 inches, so he does not have the reach advantage over Ammo Williams. That creates a bit of a problem because I was thinking he had a reach advantage, but there you go. He has a 75-inch reach, so it looked like there's a 3-inch difference in reach. That may not be good for Sheeraz. He has, of course, the 19 wins, 78%, 79% KO ratio. Ranked number 7 by the Ring, number 1 by the WBO. WBO sounds stupid, right? The WBO and the WBC ranked number 2. Where does it say here? His fights last about 3.8 rounds. Click this right here. He won a vacant CBC Commonwealth middleweight belt against Liam Williams, which, them belts don't really mean a goddamn thing. I saw somebody had a silver title. It's like, what the hell is a silver title? But anyway, fighting out of the UK, man. He's a young guy, 25, where you see Williams is 28. And it says his reach is 75 inches. So and he's orthodox. So the big right hand is there for him against Ammo Williams, but for Ammo Williams, the big left hand is there. They were trying to line up potentially in the future Adam Cannulli, Chris Eubank Jr., and Denzel Bentley, but now you see that he's set to face Austin Williams. Fights taking place in Saudi Arabia, be shown on DAZN pay-per-view. So make sure y'all get your fire sticks and don't pay for it. No, I'm just joking. Stopping 5 of his recent opponents, which is a good thing going into this fight. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, I just, when I take a look at both of these guys, I've watched them fight. Ammo Williams, he kind of depends on his speed, depends on to use, his reach and his jab. But this guy, Hamzah Sheeraz, has big-time power in his hands. He's knocking people out with his jab. But then again, you got to look at the quality of opponent. But I just, when I watch this fight, something tells me Ammo Williams should win it. But I got a feeling Hamzah Sheeraz may shock everybody. But again, when you take a look at historically, when some of these guys come out the UK, they some fall short when they start to face international competition. But that's not always the case. And I just think with him, with his height, he doesn't like he has a reach advantage, but I think Hamzah Sheeraz against Ammo Williams, I think it's going to come down to who can actually can get the shots off. I watch Ammo Williams when he boxes. He's not necessarily a guy who's trying to win a fight with his jab. I think he gives up some of his reach at times, with the way he has his arms kind of built, kind of bent in that bow and arrow kind of thing where he more or less flicks the jab out. But he's looking to get his right foot outside of his opponent's left foot because he's southpaw and he fights a lot of orthodox guys. And when he gets out, when he steps, he kind of steps out in an angle but into him, and then he shoots the left. So and the left comes it's a very, very powerful shot. But if he can get that off, that's going to make the difference. But if not, I think Sheeraz is going to have some success, especially if he gets on the inside. Sheeraz is 6'3", but he can fight on the inside pretty good. All in all, I think it's a good scrap. But if you ask me who wins, look, man, I don't give a shit if I get it right or wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. Something telling me to pick Austin Williams, but I think I'm going to go with Sheeraz. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. We're going to get a good fight. Y'all keep cool, very competitive fight. And the more you take a look at what they have going on in this 5v5, very evenly matched fighters, man, like they did. There's no one who's going into this ring where you could say, for a fact he's winning. Like, it's not like that. They really did a great job matching up these fighters. A great, great job. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Can't wait for this weekend. I will be going live. Y'all be cool, all right? In the breeze.